So here's a fun fact I just learned. This YouTube channel, I haven't done YouTube in many years now, but this YouTube channel, the gaming one, has as many lifetime views as my main channel got in the past 28 days. Another fun fact, that channel has, as of today, 1.86 thousand subscribers. This channel has 48 subscribers, and I'm one of them. Now, granted, yes, I am one of the subscribers on the main channel, too. But the point is, nobody likes this channel but me. I'm the only one, and this is the one I decided to bring back first. So, today, we are covering Per Aspera. Per Aspera, yes. This is just the demo. By the time this goes up, you probably can't play the demo either. It was on the Steam, like, Fall Festival thing. But, I've played it once already. It's about the first hour of the game, and I really enjoyed it. If that's all you want, I'd say this is a good game. It goes until you get humans, and then it just ends. It actually boots you straight into this menu, which is kind of sad. But there's no terraforming in it. There's no research. I think it looks like humans are going to do the research. It's just like, here's how you gain resources. It's like basically a logistics tutorial. In fact, it says up here, there's no story. Although I would technically argue that there is some story. Yeah, it's just the simulation aspects of Per Aspa. So we're just going to go ahead and start the demo. Yep, the simulation, that's what I said. No narrative events in this version, which is technically true. There are no events. I'll get into that later. Ooh, I didn't notice our ship last time. It looks kind of surviving Mars, actually, with like a little orangey. It kind of weird. This actually uses like the F buttons for your different lenses, so like none of this stuff. Actually, F8 is there, but F9 and 10, they don't do anything. I mean, F3 and F4 don't do anything for the first half hour. And you can use keyboard or mouse, which I'll probably try and use the mouse because my keyboard's clicky. So yes, this is Mars. Welcome to Mars. Here you have Olympus Mons, yep, which is about the size of France. So, this is France. Meaning we're like... Where'd we go? Uh-oh. There we are. We're like the Pacific Ocean and then some away from Olympus Mons. And there are exactly two places I know on Mars. Olympus Mons, and right above us, Utopia Planitia, which is where they build the starships in Star Trek. Unfortunately, I don't think you can build a colony here, because as you see, Utopia Planitia is kind of small, and is probably going to be an ocean. But kind of nice, if you look in Utopia Planitia, you'll see there's actually, like... This one's a fake little mission, an old Russian station. It's fake because that's in the future. But, I do believe... Over here? Question mark? They do have real... There we go. Opportunity is, right here. The little rover that could. And apparently, this is where, the trace gas orbiter crashed, which I don't know if that's actually crashed or not, and if it's right next to Opportunity. But, yes, you can go and find real missions, right below us, in fact. Yes, this one is the first manned mission to Mars. Yeah, where a third member of the crew was monitoring the mission. I read was left behind the first time, which was really dark. I thought this game had a really dark tone. It's set quite far in the future. I think one of these dates is like 2199. Yeah, 2082. 2003. You got all the ones you should. You've got up here, is it Viking? That's the South Pole. The one that was the metric era. It's the famous one that missed Mars because of metric era conversions, and somehow that makes Imperial units bad. somehow. But that's probably not why you're here. This map, is it different? I don't know yet. Not all the resources are in right now because it's tutorializing. So yes, this is Aspera. This is our little landing site. It looks pretty cool. Generates some power. You see we have 15 power. The game is telling me to build a mine. So this is your little building menu. The mines are how we get resources, so we're just gonna plop that down. This is that little blue thing right there, where like the paths it does, how your little rovers go around. Your rovers are what do everything in this game. So this guy, you can see he's building a mine, and basically the buildings automatically all connect in each other within a certain range. Oh, and there's speed time. Up to 16 times speed, which, you know, normally I kind of play the game a bit faster than real time, but through the tutorial I went kind of through 1 and 2. We've wasted a year, a Martian year apparently, just looking at sightseeing, essentially. So now we've got a mine. The game is telling me to build more industry. Yes, okay. The map does appear to be randomized every time, because last time I definitely had silicon, like, around here. And I think aluminum was around here. Is it aluminum? Aluminium. No, this is a British game. We're gonna do British. This is an aluminium mine. So now the game's tutorializing supply chains, sort of. Wait, is that too far away? Ah, yeah. So here, you see the little white circle? That's like area your rovers can operate in. So there's a gap in the circle, which means we need a worker hub to basically let our rover go from here to here. And we kind of want it to connect to as many things as possible. So I'm going to put it here so it reaches that aluminum mine. Because the rovers have to travel down this path. So, like, if for some reason you wanted to get something from the silicon mine to the aluminum mine, you don't want to have to go through the landing site. It's easiest to just kind of do a direct route. The glass kiln is next, under factories. Factories are things that, like, use raw resources. Mines get raw resources. Core deals with, like, your little robots and stuff. So the glass kiln, you can see, just needs silicon and produces glass. So we're going to put that as close to the silicon mine as possible, but because I played ahead kind of somewhere a bit central. Actually, I didn't use a lot of glass. It's probably fine right there. The terrain isn't random, I should point out. Obviously it's Mars. I think I read, sandstorm. I never had to deal with a disaster in the tutorial, because they kind of move randomly. But anyway, they used, like, NASA data for Mars, including, like, the height maps and the terrain. So this is actually what Mars looks like, according to NASA. You can see it's quite detailed, zooming in, like, all the slopes and stuff. It looks great. It's a beautiful game. But yeah, this is actually, like, scans of Mars they used to build this game. You can also see our little worker drone count has gone up from 1 to 2. That's because I built this thing. The way you get more drones is to build more worker hubs, and there's like a factory that produces drones in a few tutorials time. So now we'll just let our little guy finish. There we go. Now we're out of power, which happens a lot, so we gotta build a solar farm. Doesn't matter where, you want these to connect, or else your power... I don't actually know what happens if, like, hypothetically I built one over here, if I'd have 2 different power grids. I think that's how the game works, but, I mean, I tend to just make it all one thing for simplicity's sake. Oh, and I've got to put it in the little... I've got to have a blue line connection, or else the worker can't reach it, so... Let's just put it right here, like, right next to the landing zone. I'm not too sure about the placement of power, because, like, after you build it, it doesn't need anything. It just exists. So I probably kind of should have used it as, like, an extension, kind of like a worker hub, just to extend the paths, but, I don't know. You kind of want them out of the way to put logistics stuff in the middle, I guess. But, you know, I only played the tutorial, so I'm not like a genius at this game. Oh, we also need a steel factory, which is going to need iron, which is way up here and out of the way, which is unfortunate. You can only build mines on these little resources, but you can unlock a thing that scans for underground resources, so there's more than just, like, what you see on the map immediately. So yeah, I built an iron factory, because steel needs... Actually, it needs iron and carbon. So I also... Ah, there's the carbon mine. In fact, let me get that done first. Steel, that's actually really nice. We'll just put the steel factory right in the middle. Oh, that's aluminum. So it needs aluminum and iron to build, but it needs carbon and iron to actually make steel. It needs more iron than carbon, so we're going to want another iron mine. Steel was like the big bottleneck when I played. But, wait, is this an upgrade? No, that just means produce, the little green arrow, I guess. Ooh, I should probably prioritize the thing that generates power, because we're not getting power. We're also not getting glass, because the glass doesn't have power. So we'll have to turn this off. Yeah, this is why you don't really want to lose power, because it's kind of a faff to get everything working. Once you get this basic infrastructure up, I guess it's fine. Wait, do you... Oh no, you're turned off. Turn on. Okay. Stop producing silicon so we can produce glass. Yeah. Once you have a stockpile of some of this stuff, I guess you can just use that, but when you're getting set up, it's kind of annoying to do some power management to build more power. This is your stockpile. Actually, I don't know if this counts stuff that's in the kiln. Let's see. Come on. Yes, okay, so this is how much stuff you have lying around. There's no way... Oh, I was about to say there's no way to tell your, like, production consumption per minute, but it's right here. Wow, I even complained to the devs about that. There's a little survey. I'm like, what do you want changed? And I'm like, that would be nice. Okay, we gotta turn everything back on now. That's everything? This says it doesn't have power, though. Why? You do have power. What? Oh, is it not? That's another thing I've forgotten. Yeah, you see, the little iron mine isn't actually in the little, like, yellow ring. That's where we have power. So we've got to put one here is good. So yeah, you need the power to be as close to, like, the yellow ring as possible. So, like, you can expand the worker area and actually get it connected. That's a good place for something right there. But you also want it to be, like, as far as possible, so you expand your little yellow power ring. So I guess we're just gonna have a lot of power if we're building 2 solar generators. Prioritize, yeah, prioritize that, because we need iron for the steel mill. Yeah, look at how far. This guy's having to go, like, ages, because we only have the one drone. The way... can I open this menu? Yeah. So the way the game calculates it, I don't think this is great. I think this needs some tweaking. But basically, it divides your colony into these little zones. So this zone right here is covered by, technically, I think, the landing site. Once we get a new drone, the game will draw a line probably like here that says, okay, this drone takes care of this stuff, and this guy takes care of this stuff. And they can actually like change hubs depending on what's efficient and drive between zones. It's kind of cool to watch when you have a few, but that also means it's hard to demonstrate before you have a few drones. Yeah, because we've just got the one guy going around. He's kind of struggling to keep everything stocked. Cool, now we get to build more workers. So, drones are complicated to build, obviously. They need parts, electronics, glass, and aluminum. So parts... parts were the second bottleneck I had, so I'm going to do them first. They should be by the steel and aluminum, so there is good. Oh, and yep, that's in the power circle. Yeah, because I think that one's steel and that one's aluminum, so that's a good place for that. Electronics should probably be kind of close to that, because most things that need parts need electronics. But actually, ooh, it needs aluminum and silicon, so I can't get a direct connection to both, so I'm gonna put it right there. Yeah, so now when this thing needs aluminum, the guy's gonna have to go from here down to the hub, down to here. Or alternatively through there, I guess, depending on which one's shorter, and what worker is zoned to what. It gets kind of complicated if you want to micromanage it. I guess you could always just have more workers. That's a solution, but... Did you build... Oh no, you built the electronics factory first. There we go. Now these things are working. I forgot to build the worker factory. I think? Yeah, because the game's prompted me to do it. So that kind of needs stuff from all over the place. But I think here would be good. So this guy will be in charge of this. And it's by most things. It doesn't really matter, because this only produces workers when you have the spare capacity. So, like, it's not a big deal. In fact, I generally have this prioritized, because, like, once I need a worker, that probably means I want a worker, so I tend to just keep it high priority. Also, the reason I keep switching between menus like this is because I'm trying to close them, and I get confused. Same by hitting the speeds, because I'm used to hitting the number buttons, and not, like, F1 through 5. So we'll just let this guy continue on. When you're waiting for stuff like that to happen, you can kind of explore. A meteorite hit there. Here's a abandoned Martian resort. Utopia was the second Martian resort built by Space Unix. Oh, here it is, 2199. Like its predecessor Millennium, the resort was run entirely by AI and robots, and sustained by food synthetically produced on Mars. There was plans for a third, but the date for the launch hasn't been announced yet, so, you know, we're probably sometime in the early 23rd century. I like as well, at least for this, like, alpha, all the bases look the same. So this one apparently grows, like, food and is a resort, but this Russian station is exactly the same. An Opportunity, you know, looks... Well, it looks like Opportunity, but so does this lander. Looks like... Well, technically it looks like Curiosity. I kind of hope they do custom things for, like, real bases, but yeah, like, Opportunity just looks like Curiosity. And this satellite looks like 2 satellites, actually, which is kind of weird. Let's not think about that. Yeah, now we have to build a maintenance facility. So things need maintenance, obviously. And it's got a big range. Everything in this circle will be automatically maintained. So we need chemicals for that. I don't know why, but the game has just let me build that, so I won't say no. We need power for the chemical plant, which I'm gonna put here. Yeah, we need polymer for the maintenance thing. Ooh, wait, what does that need? It's an alpha. I assume... Oh, it needs, you can see it here. Is that carbon? Polymer and carbon? Yes, polymer and carbon. Not polymer, we're making polymer. This stuff in carbon. So that's unfortunate. It needs this and this. So kind of halfway in between? Yeah. You're kind of up to the RNG gods, like what you get resource-wise. But I guess that's kind of part of the fun. We don't have a new robot yet. You can see down here. I'd love a new robot, just to make things happen a bit faster. I kind of want to rush the things that scan for underground resources, because I don't know when the game is kind of going to unlock all the resources on the planet, but right now I think that's kind of the only way to get new resources, is to find them underground. This is a tutorial, so I don't know, like, all the little surface deposits popped up once I needed them. I don't know if that's just a tutorial thing or like a game thing. I've just seen. Yeah. So here we go. This rover, which as you can see is right here, and this rover is right here, so they're in the wrong zones. But this rover is now responsible for all of this, and this guy is responsible for all of this. This is kind of vague. I wish it was a bit clearer, but the more red it is, like the worse it is. You can see this sector load is like really high. That's kind of how much work this guy has put on him. But for some reason, low is like white and not green, so things always look a little screwed, and they never look like great. But I guess if you just add more transport hubs, it'll kind of sort itself out. I kind of want one on the boundary, like right here. Ooh, can I connect it? That's a good place. That's a lot of connections. Ooh, that changed. Ooh, probably around this building. So like you see, it won't zone it until, well, first until it's built, and then until I actually have a worker. How much power does that use? 2, so we'll have 10 left. I also love the sound design on this game, because when you're way out in space, it's super quiet. I've just noticed. Look at the little bump that's Olympus Mons. Hopefully YouTube compression does that well. But when you zoom in, you then get the music and sound. I guess because of the atmosphere. And there's like... that little like new sound. It's great. Like the game looks and sounds great. I'm really looking forward to its release. I saw it at E3, like the little teaser trailer, and I was like, ooh, that looks interesting. And then I saw the demo came out. I'm like, ooh, time to see if this is interesting. And it was. And we haven't even gotten to like the main point of the game, which is to terraform and colonize Mars. I've just noticed the pole is super big, but there's no pole down here. There's no day-night cycle, so like your solar panels always work. There are seasons. Yeah, like it says Southern Spring, although I've never actually seen it say something other than Southern Spring. But I think the poles change, because I know there was a South Pole, like ice caps and stuff. Where's that lander? Oh yeah, see? Here's the Martian Resort. Like, that was not in the Frost earlier. If I just go to 16 times speed, what happens? I think it is shrinking. Oh, there's another resort. Why are they setting the resorts up by the poles? Probably because it's next to water, Nathan. That would make sense. Oh, you can also watch the asteroids hit. I don't know if they, like, shrink the terrain. Let's actually find out. Is this about to get a little crater? No. Ooh, yes. I think it did. I think that was completely flat. And now it's a little smoother. I don't know. I don't know how, like, how much you can change the terrain of Mars. Because, like, screenshots on Steam, it just, you know, you get lakes and, like, all the dark bits, like this trench. Presumably all the dark orange bits are, like, below sea level. Then you've got, like, sea level and mountains. But, yeah. We're just gonna watch the... Oh, yeah, look, the poles are receding. Because these is, like, a few ticks. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, now it's southern summer. So, yes, there are seasons. It doesn't affect food, at least like basic food production, because you start building food before the tutorial, but that, I don't know, that gives me hope that I'm sorry, I've just realized I haven't actually told them to build a maintenance facility. No, I haven't. That's why it's taking so long. Right there, so everything's covered. Okay, yeah. I haven't... Oh no, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I hope... my fear is like... terraforming's gonna be great, I think, just based off of this. The early game is great, because this is the early game. I hope colonists are more than just kind of like a research bar. I kind of hope there's some stuff you have to do with them, like maybe some luxuries or maybe employment. I don't know. I don't think you should go super micromanaging into it, or maybe that could be like a DLC or a mod, but I think it'd be cool to have like that extra level of complexity in the mid game, because as you can see, this is year 1 and there are 3 zeros, so I get the impression you're supposed to play this game for a while. Oh, look, there's a little South Pole now. That's cool. I like that. Oh, wait, no, here it is, the Mars Polar Lander. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the thing... Well, first off, it's a satellite, not a lander, so you messed up. But I think this is the thing that, the mission that got off course because, of a metric to imperial error. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here it is, the archaeological scanner. Actually, we need power. I've just seen the power situation. I'm gonna build it here because I kind of want to put these in the 4 corners of the base. So this is your first look at the underground map menu, basically. There's... Actually, let me build these first, so they'll work as I explain. I'm building 4 of them because I played the tutorial and I know how useful they are. There we go. That is probably a lot of power. Yep, that's 20 units of power. So let's expand up here. Right, ooh, closer. Right here. So this is the underground map. You'll see there's some like big deposits. This is a lot of chemicals, a lot of iron. Oh, we're missing water. Like there should be like huge deposits or something. I don't actually know what happens if you reach one of these. They don't appear to be random. Like if there's a big water thing here, they aren't random. Wait, what is this? Old fuel refinery. That's interesting. Do I have to make oil at some point? Yes, of course it's the UAE. Which I guess in this universe failed to make a Martian city? Question mark? They wanted that by 2117, and there was like the 2199. Yeah. So I guess they failed. If you don't know this, the UAE wants to put like a Chicago-sized city on Mars by 2117. So, I wonder if you can find that somewhere. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look now. Wait, is this it? A small colony in the iron mines to supply future missions. No, it's not. Europe. And it looks just like everything else. I wonder if you can find it. Oh, it's Curiosity. Hey, look at that. It's in a little ditch. Aw. I haven't found Spirit yet. I don't know where Spirit is. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You probably can't harvest Curiosity. I guess. I was gonna check if this water thing appeared, but if you can harvest Curiosity, I don't think you should. In fact, can you harvest Opportunity? Because that's actually a sin. I thought that got destroyed for a second. There. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you can harvest Opportunity. That is actually a sin. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if these are infinite resources or just like a lot of them. I kind of hope they're infinite, because I kind of get scared with finite resources, but I mean, if it's so much, it doesn't matter. It's hard to tell, because like these aren't infinite. You can see this has like 627 ore left. The aluminum mine in my first game had like 800, and I never got rid of that. Like, I never drained it. I think it was like 860, and then an hour later, it was 830. Ooh, this one's 470. Either I'm using a lot more, or these just didn't start with as much. 527. Wow, I guess I got kind of unlucky. Wow, they were in the 800s last time. Maybe they've updated the demo. We haven't built an archaeological scanner yet. Come on. Someone. How are we doing? Oh, see, now we've got 3 zones that are, like, in the yellow. They're much better. Somewhere here, probably? So, yeah. 3 drones was good. I think in the first game I played, this ended up being a zone that had nothing but itself. It felt kind of pointless. As far as I can tell, though, if, like, a drone has nothing to do in its zone, it'll go to another zone, like this one. This guy right here seems to be going into this zone because he had nothing to do in his zone. Or he's picking something up. I think he's just took something to storage. But you can see they're, like, leaving their zones to go drop things off. Like that guy. He just took something from his zone to something else. This guy picked something up from this zone. Like, they're pretty smart. I just wish, like, I don't know, I feel like this zone could maybe take the water, because it's a smaller zone, but it's used more, like, I don't know. The solution is just more drones, basically. You can also see here, this guy got built, so he's now scanning all around him. If he finds any resources, they'll show up on the map, and then you can build mines over them. So now we're at the last objective already. Once I build a colony, actually, then it'll give me a mission to invite humans. And once you invite humans, the game is done. You finish the tutorial, or the demo. So we need to build a water extractor and a food factory. Even though it doesn't matter, I'm going to do those first, just so, like, I build a stockpile. I'm going to pretend that I'm having colonists come. Actually, that's a nice place for a colony. I mean, I am having colonists come, but, like, technically, if once they arrive, that they all die, it's not my fault, because I'm actually not allowed to play with those colonists. Here you go. We just got some chemicals, which really annoyingly, we can't use, because these things are in the way. Which is a complaint, like, you can see this guy found chemicals, there's some chemicals here, iron here. I found in my game that, ooh, cool, silicon. That was actually a bottleneck in my old game. I found that a lot of things were popping up under what I'd already built. This is a lot better. I guess I've set up more scanners earlier, but it's kind of annoying when, like, oh, I need chemicals. What's that? I can't build them. And they're actually quite big squares. Like, if you look, I can't build this mine here. It looks like I should be able to build this mine here, but it's technically too close. So, like, I told the devs they should probably shrink that. A lot of water. And, ooh, there's only a little water there. A little water there. Okay. Maybe this is semi-randomized. Because I thought there was, like, a huge water on the map. I don't know. This might be randomized, or it might be historical. Or a mix. Because I feel some of this stuff is the same. I know this was here, because, like, the last thing I did is colonies were arriving. I had, like, a chain of worker hubs going down to here, and it was about here, and then the game ended. It kicked me to the menu, so I don't know what happens when you reach those. This apparently is something was out of their power range. This, yeah. I'm gonna build another power thing. Just because we're pretty low. Here. That looks good. I built the colony already. Oh, wow. So yeah, if you look into this, it takes food and water, and it spits out research. And it takes 100 people. I don't know if they, like, expand. It doesn't look like they breed or anything. I don't know. We could scrap it if we wanted. We could put people in there and scrap it, maybe. That's kind of dark. Oh my, I put it next to an iron mine. Yep. God dang it. Iron's a big bottleneck too, because, like, loads of things need steel. If you were to actually set this up and develop it. Like, I had a stupid amount of water and food production, because I was paranoid the colonists would die. In fact, I'm gonna build a drone. Just for, like, this little bit here. Yeah, because that's so overworked. And I kind of want a drone that just deals with food, water, and colonists. There's only the one level of prioritization, which is kind of annoying. I wish there were more, but it's just a demo. And as I said, after you play the game, there's like a survey you can take to tell the devs what you think. And you can put these suggestions. What is this? That's weird. Did I scan that? Huh. That doesn't look broken. Hang on. Have I stumbled upon a story? Oh, I guess... Oh, well, that's got some scrap there and bent solar panels, right? This one... It's got some scrap. Oh, I guess that's kind of dilapidated. I might have just stumbled upon some story. I don't know what that is. It's in our range. Huh. That's either a bug or story. I don't know. But I don't think it was there before, and we've just scanned that area, so... Yeah, scanning happens quickly, which is nice. I could probably do with, like, one there. In fact, I have one there? No, that's just a power thing. Yeah, like, last time I got a bit bigger, because I didn't think this game would end. I thought it could kind of let you develop forever. I was having fun with that. But no, this demo does just end. Right there. So yeah, once we build the spaceport, it's going to show us the orbital map, and then we're going to let some humans come, and then 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 1, 20 months later, they're going to actually arrive. In fact, they spend the first month, like, deciding if they want to come to Mars, and I feel like that's something we probably could have told them earlier. Like, yes, we want you to come to Mars, if you could just decide that. So yeah, this wraps up. I don't know. I hope to do more gaming stuff kind of irregularly because of college. But like some gays Sunday. Yes, no. Some game Sunday was great fun. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. That was great fun, and it actually did, like, better than the other things, like, series. And now that, like, Epic Games exists, I can actually just play some random game on a Sunday that's relevant with search engine optimization. Um, Oop, there we go. Yes, that's telling me here's the orbital map. I can tell them, hey, come to Earth, come to Mars, not Earth. And they're going to spend a month deciding they want to come to Mars. So yeah. Look, there's little satellites around Mars. So yeah, I kind of want to do something weekly, just covering at least one of the Epic Games things, just to check it out. Because who pays for games anymore? Except this one. Buy this one when it comes out. But yeah, that'd be fun. It might even be some games Sundays, because there's no weekday that starts with an E. It might not always be Sunday, but we'll see how it goes. Look, you got Phobos. You can't do anything with Phobos and Deimos yet. You can't click them. I kind of hope you can. Like, maybe it's like, here's just a stupid amount of iron, or like, here's a little orbital research thing. Like, it'd be fun to do things with Phobos and Deimos. Maybe crash them into the poles. I'd feel kind of bad. But I'd love options. Options for Phobos and Deimos. Like, the fact this map exists says, hey, you're gonna be doing things with orbits. Like, you don't need this map just for colonists. But that's not in the game yet. You know, terraforming's not in the game. Work in progress. But yeah, there's a little dust devil. I also want to do stuff with the main channel. Probably some sporadic 3D prints. And I'm thinking I could review Eagle Moss Star Trek ships. I collect those. I've got like about 100. See if I could get them to send stuff to me, but you know, it's kind of like reviewing the 3D prints, and you know, it's easier to do, easier on me. Look, 4 zones, it's going really well. But yeah, I'll probably see how that goes. Maybe compare like the Enterprise B and the Excelsior. Hopefully I don't lose like all my subscribers once I upload a video and people go, oh yeah, that person existed. No robotics, because that's not really feasible right now. But yeah, we'll see how things go. I just kind of want to finish the demo. Like last time, as this was happening, I was expanding a lot on food, because you need water to build food. You actually need water and chemicals, which I would complain about, but that's kind of how you make food in the real life, is you water food and, like, fertilize it. These are kind of generic chemicals. I don't really know what they are. I probably could have tried to get here, actually. That's a good point. Let's see if I could rush just down there for the video. I don't think I can, especially because I've wasted a lot of months, but that'd be a fun... Let's do a science. And a mine. Can I just build it here? Oh no, maybe you have to scan. Maybe it's just, hey, if you scan here, you'll probably find a lot of whatever. A lot of chemicals. Okay. We'll do a science to end the video. Because we're not allowed to do a science. We can't get them. I can hit the research button. Oh, this is like the tutorial. F9? F8? I don't know. I can hit the research button. Ooh, that's the orbit button. But, so yeah. Research isn't in the game yet. Yeah, I'll definitely play this when it comes out, though. I don't know if I'll do complete series or anything like that. Oh, the colonists are here. Yep, congrats. Very, very climactic. With your help, we'll be able to unlock technologies, perform planet-scale terraforming. This is the end of the demo. They can go die now. Yep, I'd wishlist the game, but it's been wishlisted since E3. So yeah, that was for Aspera. That was like a 46 minutes, kind of rushing the demo. Really good. Really looking forward to it. I talked for like 46 minutes straight. Solid recommendation. That's a real good foundation. Hopefully they make this demo kind of like permanent. I think it'd be good. I don't really know why they wouldn't. Like, it was a good demo, it worked, it didn't crash. Um, Very stable, very beautiful, yeah. It's good. Would recommend. I don't have an outro. I keep rambling. It's probably all on screen right now. All the links to stuff. I haven't made an end card. I don't know. I'm not very professional. I don't know how to say goodbye. Maybe it'll just cut like randomly as I'm talking. That's probably gonna